Leonard, and I want to welcome you to the Crypto Project. If you like crypto or you're just a little crypto curious, you've come to the right spot. Here at the Crypto Project, it is our aim to help you become the most informed, up to date, fiscally responsible, sometimes generate, freedom breathing crypto dragon ever. I mean, come on, who doesn't love dragons? Tonight, we're going to look at the upcoming IDO for MonkeyBall. We've done a couple videos up there and there. This time we're going to look at how to burn or contribute our hydrazine within the Star Launch Vault. So we're going to go in, demonstrate how we actually burn the hydrazine in order to make us available to receive the MBS ultimately. We also want to answer questions. What do I do if I missed the KYC or cannot KYC due to the country of origin, i.e. I live in the United States or a handful of other countries? We're going to address this in the video as well. And finally, some really cool things are happening with MonkeyBall in the past few days that you're totally going to want to see. This is some really great advancements are happening. If you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you again, and please consider subscribing, liking. Man, we've loved a lot of your comments. A lot of you are just really about it. Like, how do I do this? So let's jump right into it. And again, we've all been here, the MonkeyBall page. So how do I actually stake my hydrazine? So we're going to come to the cadet page here. And if you look, I have 0.38 stars, and currently, at least what it's showing is hydrazine. I've got 4.8302 hydrazines. So we're going to go over to our vault, and I've put together 3 different vaults, and you can see they're all accumulating a little bit of hydrazine. So what I'm going to do, and what each of you are going to need to do, is to claim your hydrazine, and there's some really time sensitive things that we're going to look at here in just a minute, but just to demonstrate, we're going to claim it. You approve the transaction, it's claimed, and so it's left my vault here. And then if we go down, well, we can go up to our profile, and you can see now I have 5.1037 hydrazines in my kind of profile. This is what I've got. There's now a third key on this cadet dashboard. There's the home page, your profile, there's the vault, and then finally there's the specific one for the IDO. And so you just come click over here, and now you've got a kind of a bigger picture of what's happening. One thing I really want you to understand is, as you see here, the individual limit. So each person can have a maximum of 1,550.2 hydrazines to contribute to the pool. That's a maximum contribution. But what we see here is total contribution versus the maximum. So the maximum that's going to be contributed to the entire pool is 15520.0. So that's the max. We've done about a third of that to date, and there you can see that visually, or you have the 51,626 that's been contributed. Best I can understand, and again, I'm not sure I understand it perfectly, but the best I can understand from their Telegram, from their Medium, from everything, is that once the total contribution has been made, it's done. So we have, you see right here, we've got a day, 13 hours and 34 minutes and 12 seconds left. But if suddenly that contribution is met in full, it doesn't matter how much time's left in the clock. So there is a little bit of time sensitivity here in regards to when you can contribute or burn your hydrazine. So it's in some senses imperative that you go ahead and burn your hydrazine. So now you come here, and you can see I've burnt a little bit, 0.05 hydrazine. I want to see that it was working. And one thing, it took probably 15 or 20 minutes to show up here. So it wasn't instantaneous. So it took a few minutes. So if you go ahead and burn some hydrazine and it doesn't pop up right away, just take a couple breaths and it's going to be all right. Um, Again, they have some of the key dates here. And one of the questions that we've got, how do I get my monkey balls, my monkey bucks, my MBS? And you can see right here the swap rate is 1 USDC is equivalent to 25 MBS. So we're going to be using USDC, which means you need to load your wallet up with some USDC for the amount of allotted MBS that you're going to get. Another question is, how do I know how much? Well, it depends on how much you have compared to the pool. And once that's calculated, you'll be allocated X amount of MBS to buy. And once you have that chance, then you're going to have to make that swap for USDC. So at the end of this, and presumably in 1 day, 13 hours, 32 minutes, we're going to know clearly how much, but it could actually be a little bit before that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to burn 5 um, hydrazine. I know I have some more, and I'm going to continue to kind of claim it in order to burn the maximum amount. What I would do is I would just keep an eye on this total contributed number of hydrazine on this. I check back periodically, and I wouldn't spend a lot of time just fastidiously claiming and burning, but I would look at it pretty regularly. I would say that. So all you do is you put the number in here, and you can go back here to your homepage, and I have 5.137 that I could potentially burn, and I have a little bit of stars left that isn't staked at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and just burn the 5. And so enter the amount you burn, you put your number in, and you just click burn. You approve the transaction. Again, make sure you have some SOL in your wallet in order for these transactions to go through. They're micro transactions, but again, you want to make sure you have the SOL to do that. You don't want to be caught with no SOL in your wallet. So the transaction has gone through, and you can see now that the contribution is still 0.05. That's what I had before. It hasn't changed. What we'll do is we're going to keep marching on, and then we'll come back. But essentially, that's it. That's how you prepare in order to receive the MBS that we ultimately want in this IDO. So moving on, one of the things that's a reality of this is, as people have been unstaking their stars, they've had it, they've burned their hydrazine, and now it seems as if quite a number of people have then sold that stars. Um, Something to keep an eye on, depending on, mine's staked for 3 months, so it's going to be in there continuing to earn hydrazine, but ultimately, um, we're going to look at kind of what are your options. So one of the things you can do, and we've kind of thought about a few things you can do. One, you can stake it and just let it keep rolling. You're going to continue to create hydrazine. Presumably, there will be some benefits of your stars being locked up for that period of time. Eventually, at the end of the 3 months, the vault will explode, and you'll have your stars back, and hopefully a little bit more than what you started with. One of the things I've thought of that we can do is well, obviously you can burn it. Like you can come back in here, and you can go to your vault, and you can say, you know what, I got in at, let's say, $5. So I paid $5 for my stars. Currently they're trading at, we'll just call it 10. It's 11.79, but we'll just say it's at 10. So I've doubled my money on my stars. But in order to claim or take my stars or unlock my stars, I'm I'm going to lose half of them. So I paid $5 for the 50. So I now have $10. So actually I'm kind of breaking even, if you understand what I mean, because I've doubled my money, but I'm going to lose half my stars. So I'm at a break even place. If that was the scenario, you came in with 5 and you paid with, and now it's at 10, a little bit more. That's one of your options. You can just get out and say, you know what, I'm done. Um, I'm I'm frustrated with the lack of some of the communication that's come out of this, and honestly, this is their first run. They're learning, we're learning. Hopefully, we can walk through this together and kind of get to the end. Another thing you can do is you can let it stake and continue to grow your hydrazine, and you can actually sell your hydrazine on the open market. So, how do I do that? What I've done is I've gone in and I've named my hydrazine. If you have just your wallet, it'll probably say unknown token, and if you pop in your wallet, um, it would say unknown token. You know how many tokens you have based on your cadet screen, and so you can say, okay, I have point 0.1. That's probably the hydrazine. You can go in and name your hydrazine, and so that's what I've done. Now, what you can do is you can, and what I did is I took my hydrazine and I went here and I just went to the uh, I went to the Solana scan, and I brought the address of the coin over, and I then brought it back here. And so now I've also named it within Radium my hydrazine. So the hydrazine, you can say, I'm going to take one hydrazine and I'm going to swap it for USDC. What can I get for my hydrazine? And so if you look at this, one hydrazine, even though I don't have one anymore in my wallet, but one hydrazine right now is worth about 153 USDC, or about 150 bucks. That's not bad. So you can continue to earn this hydrazine and just go in and swap it on Radium. So it's quite easy to go, and let me just say this because I don't think it was super clear. You can go to your wallet, you can find your unnamed coin, and you can name it hydrazine if you want. I did, and so then you can come and you can grab its address, and then you can look at it on Solana scan, and so here you can copy your address. So you copy your address, and then you can go back and you can paste that into Radium on the Radium swap. And so you would come down here and you can just paste that token or that address into Radium, and then ultimately name that token. And that's what I did. I named it hydrazine. So you could swap it out, and essentially you could get 150 más o menos dollars per token. The final thing you can do is again, just let it continue to ride and see where you end up. Couple things I just want to highlight. Really cool things happening. Let me just see if this has. Yeah, you can see. So my contribution now is 5.05 hydrazine. So it took a minute, but it popped right back up, and you can see now my contribution is 5.5 hydrazines. So just a couple things to wrap up. We've got the Alameda Research is starting to partner with MonkeyBall. We have Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX. He's kind of the wonder boy, golden boy, under 30, multi-billionaire, amazing young man, and doing amazing things in this space. So he is brought his team, Alameda Research, to begin to partner with MonkeyBall. They let out a press release and just said, we're really impressed with this project. They're doing amazing things and we want to partner with them. If you look at CryptoDiffer, we can see that right now MonkeyBall is ranking number 2, at least in the traffic. This is what is being pushed. This is what is being talked about over and above the Shiba, right behind Bitcoin. And you can see here's the projects that are being talked about. And man, MonkeyBall has got some press as of late. I want to highlight this, and this is huge. They're giving away 50,000 in MBS plus NFT drop. I think they're dropping some monkeys. I would, if I was you, make sure you go to MonkeyBall and their Twitter account, and you can be part of this giveaway. I think they give you 20 or so options, or yeah, 20 or so plays or tickets to try to win. And man, it would be amazing to get a free monkey. So if you're interested in this project, you need to go to MonkeyBall and jump on their Twitter and see what they've got. Here it is again. And then finally, just as a reminder, look at kind of, this is where things are today, where the Hydrazine contribution is open. Again, time sensitive in that there's only so many that can be contributed. It officially closes at 12:03. That's 8 a.m. Pacific time. But best I understand, if that contribution fills up prior to that, it's over. And we know right now it's about a third, maybe a hair above that. The following day, 12/4, December 4th, you're going to be able to purchase your tokens if you've made a contribution of Hydrazine and you have a allocation. And then 12/5, December 5th, it goes live. And so, man, love to hear your comments, love to hear your feedback. Thank you for subscribing. We're just really excited about where this is headed, and as we look down the road, the monkeys and the training and the breeding. I mean, this is going to be just one of those pay to earn games that is going to be fun. So just thank you for hanging out with us, and we are so excited about everything that is coming. So with that, we say goodbye, and we'll be back in the next day or so to kind of update you and follow along this story. So thank you very much.